right, so we've transitioned upstairs, the upstairs city guitar workbench, and part of my A Day in the Metal Shop series. And this is a different project we have here. This is going to become Dave Murray Stratocaster. You know, the single hum with the metal rings that he had on top. Easy-ish project to make. This is a really nice Squire that I picked up off of eBay, but it's one of the older ones. So it's got, you know, the fender bridge. It's nice and thick, not like the newer ones. You know, the bodies, I believe, are thinner, which is kind of, it stinks. And the hardware's even cheaper, and it's just not, they're just not super nice. So I took a gamble on this one, that it was going to be single hum routing, and it is, so I don't have to route it, which is nice. I've put the logo on. I've, you know, sanded and kind of aged this, put the logo on, and used some clear nitrocellulose lacquer. I ran out of my favorite guitar re-ranch stuff, which really stinks. I don't think they're in business anymore. I think they shut down the website for COVID or whatever, and it's not back in place. Had to end up topping it off with some StewMac nitrocellulose lacquer, which is really nice, lays nice and even and flat, and it you know, crystal clear, but it stinks. It really smells. So we're gonna do time lapse for this. I'll show you real quick. I got the R&R guitars pick guard for the Dave Murray here. And I showed you guys one of these before when I built my last Fast Eddie Clark replica, and these are amazing. Just look at this. I mean, we're in a, you know, a static-free wrap here. Everything is first class with these guys. Like I said, StewMac CTS pots, which are, you know, value checked to be, you know, in tolerance. Look at this. They've shielded the entire back cavity here. We've got a real, I can't think of the name of it, Oak Grigsby switch, which is, you know, the original Fender. We got great capacitors in here. We got push-pull. This one's 2 push-pull. I don't know what the second one, oh, because there's 2 humbuckers. That's why there's 2 push-pull. Nice. I didn't catch that. Got the David Gilmour blow switch there that always turns the neck humbucker on. But look at how nice this is. And these are the Fury, not Fury, sorry, the Guitar Madness hex buckers. Now, hex buckers are because they have the hex pull pieces in them, so they look just like DiMarzio's. And quite honestly, the Guitar Madness pickups I found they are just blatantly copying. You got to read between the lines and figure out their nomenclature and their description, but they're blatantly ripping off DiMarzio and Seymour Duncan with their pickups. Just find the ones that you like. But these are both super distortion clones, and they really look the part. Got nice, this just, I mean, for what you pay for these on eBay, I think it's like 140 bucks for this. All cloth pushback wiring, just first class, everything the entire way. I mean, this is just amazing. And I mean, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that to get this to fit in here, the wiring. But look at that, just look at that already. That is going to be amazing. What else we got going on over here? I have the X2N ripoff pickup right there. Really nice. I waited a long time for this one to come in. Got some nice aged, and these are legit aged from the sun. Got some aged knobs, some aged single coils here. This came off different Squire. This was an actual made in Mexico Squire. So it's a Fender. They're a lesser brand, but they're made in Mexico before there kind of was a transition. So this is really nice. This is some really nice stuff here. This is going to become Fast Eddie Clark. You know, we're going to do with the, you know, the X2N and the 2 singles like that. I've got, you saw me modify this, the brass plate. We've got the clear, and this one I actually polished here with some Never Dull and some good old elbow grease, and it looks even looks even better, looks even more the part. We're gonna put those two together. We got Fast Eddie Clark. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna get these two projects going on. And I'll take you along in a time lapse. All right, so that's cool. All right, we took a brief pause from the time lapse here. Look at that. I mean, that looks amazing. And I just wanted to show you, I can't speak highly enough about these Rockin' R guitars. ROCKNR guitar at charter.net. They're also on eBay. How first class this is. I mean, we've got the ohm ratings for the pickups here. The guy signed it, takes pride in it. It's absolutely amazing. This guitar will be for sale on Reverb coming soon. My shop is called The Metal Shop, shockingly as that sounds. And I wanted to point out one other thing here, is that I'm glad that I did my research, because what I found was that in Dave Murray's guitar, and there's some good quality photographs of it out there, there's no mounting screws in the corners of the pickup rings. And Fender did some signature models, tribute models, whatever you want to call them, and there's no screws there. And I mean, to be honest with you, I was looking forward to putting some little screws in there to hold it on, or even maybe some super glue or something. But no, this is how Dave Murray did it. This is how we did it, and I've tried very hard to be careful. Still plastic on the pick guard, still plastic on the pickups, so you, the final owner, will get the joy of peeling those things off and handling a brand new Dave Murray Stratocaster. So anyway, thanks for that briefest of pauses. Let's go back to the time lapse. God, that thing looks great. Amazing. All right, well, got her all assembled, not strung up yet. Of course, nothing goes without a hiccup. I think I had one pick guard hole line up. Kind of strange. I know, there's a difference between U.S. and the Asian-made and Mexican-made Fenders, but we're tight, nice and tight up against the neck pocket, and we're hitting the bridge here. You saw me have to get the Dremel with the rotary sander out. I'm impatient. There's no way I was going to get that with a hand file. And we kind of got a tiny little bit overzealous there. But you know what? That's almost like my signature. It's never going to be perfect. It's going to be, I'm a knock-around guy. This will be a great sounding, great playing guitar, but it's not going to be perfect. It's not, a $3,000 custom. I wanted to mention this one came with Grover tuners, and if you're picking up these project guitars, these inexpensive guitars off eBay, they're good deals to be out. This is a nice old Fender Squier series. So again, we have a single pick guard hole line up. Actually, we did have one. I don't know what that is. And as usual with the R&R guitars, awesome loaded pick guards, I had to adjust the wires a little bit just to fit in there. I tested this off camera, just plugged it in and did the tap and checked to make sure everything was working, the tone was working. You'll also see in there I had to drill from here into the input cavity because the Asian wiring was so crappy and thin that the hole was just tiny. And quite honestly, the hole from here into the spring cavity just barely fit that single cloth wire, the pushback wire. So be looking for this, the Dave Murray Stratocaster, coming soon to Reverb. And I will probably do a demonstration video. The only Iron Maiden tune I really play is Wasted Years, which is really an Adrian Smith tune. Funny little aside here, I kind of gravitate towards the Adrian Smith written tunes more so than the ones written by the bass player. Can't think of his name. Steve Harris writes most of the music, but Adrian Smith writes a handful of tunes, and I gravitate towards his. Wasted Years, Flight of Icarus was his, Loneliness of the Long Distance Runner. Anything that's a little more melodic, a little more not as Iron Maiden as that galloping bass of Steve Harris. I gravitate towards his music. Anyway, coming soon to Reverb near you. Sorry we didn't get to this. This will be in the next video. I'll start putting that together. The next Fast Eddie Clark Stratocaster. As always, my friends, I truly appreciate your support. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Please give me that thumbs up. Doesn't cost you anything. If you enjoyed the video, you like my channel, please hit me with a thumbs up there. Hit me up in the comments. Still respond to all my comments. And please consider subscribing. Tons and tons of good content on my channel. All right, once again, truly appreciate the support, my friends. We're rocking with the Dave Murray Stratocaster here. Take care, my friends. All right, so today what we got going on is we're going to finish up the Dave Murray Stratocaster replica here. This thing turned out great. It's a early mid-90s Squire, so we've got the thick body, nice neck on it with the skunk stripe. Did some oil to the back of that. What we got to do today is we got to get this thing strung up. When I got it, had a really good setup on it. So I don't think I'm gonna have to tweak it very much. Got some nice D'Addario EXP coated strings. I just love the coated strings. All I use now are the elixirs of the D'Addario coated strings. Got some 9 to 46 hybrid set there. We're gonna get these frets polished up. Get it strung up. Maybe do a little bit of a playing demo. This thing is fantastic. The vibe, and the patina here, it really, it captures the Dave Murray Strat. Got some, great Grover tuners on there. All upgraded electronics. We got the CTS pots, the orange drop caps. We got coil splitting. We got the Dave Gilmore mod, the 7-way switching. All first-class electronics all the way throughout. Switchcraft input jack. Whole new guitar. So let's get this thing strung up, get those frets polished, and on to maybe a little playing demo. All right? Cool.